Hi, welcome to today's review preview. Let's look at yesterday's green screen. That was my only real play yesterday with a degree of confidence because Lithuania scored first, 145th ranked in the world. I was expecting the Finns to get the job done, and you've got really good odds, to be honest. 2.9, about a 1.53 shot against 145th in the world. Lithuania layable at 2.94. Quite superb. This was the earliest green screen you could have got at £34. What I did, I'm looking, because it's 145th in the world, I'm not looking to get out, but I'm looking to negate my liability. It's pretty much an extra tenner, so it's well worth staying in for because of the lack of quality of the opponent. And did the job, came out with a £43 green screen. I could have played Scotland yesterday, but it's a good... The Scottish match is a really good example to you of the possibility of playing neutrally rather than looking at Greece, who were by far the better side, more accomplished, smoother, better quality youngsters. And 3-1 Scotland it ends. So neutral players would have been delighted, particularly at 1-1. You could have laid the draw at 1-1, expecting Greece to score, but Scotland getting the goal. So really good example of a neutral play, the Scotland-Greek match. But this was the only green screen yesterday. So let's take a look at today's trading angles. We've got a mixture of International World Cup qualifiers and a spattering of league football, predominantly from the Irish and the Dutch Eerste Divisie, I think, as well. Spanish La Liga too. Let's take a look at today's trading angles. This research is ordinarily for members, but I might as well share it with you today. What I've done for members is produce an expected goals report and an AI report for Shamrock, Rovers and Shelbourne. What I'll take out of this is the both teams to score tightness in the head-to-heads. The fact that Shamrock are unbeaten in 10 at home, suggesting if Shelbourne score, and they have scored in the last 7 away, Shelbourne might be layable if leading. Dundalk and Harps. Dundalk are simply scoring 2+ goals at home. They're unbeaten 17 at home. They have had a couple of wobbles recently against Kerry and an unexpected 3-2 loss to Longford when similarly priced to today. So there might be some fun and games today, but I doubt it. Head-to-heads, though, very, very tight. But that 2-goal habit for Dundalk going to save them today. Kerry and Wexford. Kerry vastly on the improve in Irish First Division. Head-to-heads, both teams are scoring and there's only 1 goal in it. So this is going to be competitive today. But Wexford are unbeaten away against 8th and lower. That is good form. It's consistent form as well, with Kerry near the bottom of the league. 4 draws in 5, vastly improved this season, Kerry, but you'd suspect they need that 2nd goal if they're going to win today. Longford against Cove Ramblers. Longford coming off the back of a 3-2 win against Dundalk, which could give them some confidence. Add that to 3 consecutive wins as well for Longford. And they're coming into this with really good momentum. It does signal the possibility of a new manager. The research will bring that up. Cove Ramblers, though, only 3 defeats since the 23rd of June, did come away from home. So they are at the most vulnerable away. They have scored in the last 13. That could be a trading angle today if it's 0-0 at half-time or if Longford are leading by a single goal. Treaty United and Bray. Both teams score in the head-to-heads. Treaty's only winning the home match, so this is going to be very competitive today. As you can tell by the odds, 2.61 the favourite. Head to the in-play stats. One absolutely standout, magnificent stat. Bray's last 0-0 at half-time came on the 28th of March. So look, if that continues, we're going to be expecting goals before half-time. But 73% of goals came second half for Treaty. So we've got incongruous stats. UCD and Athlone. 5 consecutive away defeats for Athlone sees them in a spot of bother. Eerste Divisie today. Almere against Vitesse. Only 3 wins, but 2 consecutive wins at home as well. 6 consecutive over 2.5 goals. This might be better attacked via neutral markets. Can you really trust a side with only 3 wins all season, but with 2 consecutive home wins? Vitesse Arnhem have been had points taken away from them, so they're in a spot of bother. Granada against Las Palmas. This is all about Las Palmas, and you'll see in the XG section of the video why Las Palmas are expected to keep Granada very, very quiet indeed. Only one clean sheet for Granada, so they're likely to score. But when they do score, they score in the first half out, 5 goals. But Las Palmas, if they do lose, they only lose 1-0. So the possibility of Las Palmas keeping Granada very quiet. Really good example for expected goals. Elsewhere, this Friday, we've got the internationals as well. And we need to be looking at motivation, don't we? All about the motivation. Let's have a look at Gabon and Gambia. Gabon are at top of their group. There we go. Oh, no, where are they? Gabon second in their group. Points are important here. On 19 points, they look safe. It's not a must-win because Kenya are 7 points away. But possibility to go top for Gabon with a win today is a really good motivating factor. Gambia will go third, possibly, with a win today, depending on what Kenya achieve if Kenya are playing. The Ivorians likely to stay top. They're playing Seychelles, who have a minus 37 goal difference. Not quite the Arsenal defence, is it? Senegal look to have an easy ride today against South Sudan. And it's getting a bit close with if a Sudanese win at home to Mauritania today could take them on 15 and really threaten the Democratic Republic of Congo if they don't win today. So it's must-win territory for the top 3 today. The Senegalese have the easiest assignment, 1.14 away from home. Congo are away to Togo, but 2.2 the favourite. Do target the late draw here. It's a must-win for the Democratic Republic of Congo, with Sudan breathing down their necks. And it's a must-win for Sudan to take them to 15 points if Congo cock it up against Togo. Now, Group C is very, very competitive indeed, isn't it? 14 points, 14 points, 11 points, 11 points. A win from Nigeria and Rwanda today will get them on that important 14-point barrier. Psychologically important as well because it gives them a real shot at getting out of Group C. Rwanda are playing Benin today, 2.75 the favourite match. This is another one to possibly lay the draw, given the must-win status. Rwanda must take points off Benin. It's as simple as that. Otherwise, they could be saying goodbye to World Cup qualification. Must take points off Benin, because if Rwanda do, they're on 14. Benin will remain on 14. So a real good shot from Rwanda with home advantage today. Nigeria similarly have to win against Lesotho and are given a good opportunity to do so with a minus 3 goal difference for Lesotho. So that's brewing up very nicely indeed. Be very careful with Tunisia. They don't need to win. They're already qualified. So they are layable at 104 if you fancy that. Zimbabwe and South Africa, a derby of sorts, with South Africa the strong favourites. Again, we tend to see whipping boys, don't we? Eswatini, Zimbabwe minus 6 goal difference. South Sudan minus 11 goal difference. Seychelles minus 39 goal difference. These sides are all there in this group for the other sides to take points off and boost their goal tally. That's what South Africa will be expecting away at Zimbabwe. A local derby of sorts could produce some interest, but the market's emphatic with the South Africans. Now, if you need to get a gauge, because I don't know the rankings of these two, likely to see the Zambians or the Zimbabweans really a lowly ranked 125th. Don't forget Lithuania 145th. So you're getting a gauge as to how poor they are. 55th for South Africa is pretty decent. Anything over 100 in the rankings, they're going to have a target on them, surely. Professional Development League is a great league for 2.5 goals. I mentioned this yesterday. Bang. Over 1.5 goals, 93%. Over 2.5 goals, 75%. Your job is to ensure that these two teams, or these two matches today, feature teams who have an over 2.5 goal bias as strong as the league average. Okay, it's quite simple. Then you'll be expecting goals to come, and you can use your overs techniques for that. So that's it for today. But let's take a look at some expected goals. I have done some expected goals analysis for predominantly the league football today. So let's take a look at one or two of these, and they will show you how you can read matches just through the XG. This is the Granada Las Palmas expected goals, which I provide for members. This should show you a very, very defensive Las Palmas. Any XG against less than 1 tells you it's a very, very good defensive side, this Las Palmas. It's going to be very difficult to score 2 goals against them, which opens up a really good trading angle for you, doesn't it? If Granada are only creating XG of 1.25, they're not troubling the judge for that second goal. What you could do, you could look at the opposing XG offence versus XG defence. If these are similar, then you've got a good opportunity for Las Palmas to score today. If this lot are allowing opponents to score an average of 1.3 or create enough chances to create 1 goal or more, and this lot are scoring similar, then that's a good example. 1.25 expected goals in offence, 0.93 conceded. What does that tell you? If Granada score first, they're unlikely to score a second goal. Bang. That's your XG, helping you out, creating pre-match trading angles in this particular match. Dundalk and Harps would be another one to have a look at the expected goals. Why? Because you're looking at Dundalk 1.84 a game. So they're knocking on the door of 2 goals a game. And their XG away is nearly under 1. That's a really good setup, isn't it, for Dundalk? You can create enough chances to score 2 goals or more, but your defence is solid enough. The teams are unlikely to score that second goal. And again, if you do the crossover, 1.84 expected goals for, 1.58 expected goals against. So that marries. I'm expecting 2 goals from Dundalk today because this lot keep conceding or allowing opponents to score up to 2 goals. Similar story. Expected goals offence 1.34. Expected defence 1.02. So the defence is on top. So that's another way I use expected goals. If these two figures tell the same story, you can be hopeful that we can get those 2 goals from Dundalk today. Over at the Football Trading Profits YouTube channel, we've got some tutorial videos for you. So let me just show you those. Do make sure you subscribe, because some of these videos are only available to subscribers. Some interesting topics from members, and thank you very much for getting in touch with me. Dave P wanted to know about controlling liability on over 1.5 goal trades. Neutral markets, very important markets. Gold markets, laying the draw, all neutral. Scottish match would have been an excellent example of a neutral play, wouldn't it? I wasn't expecting 3-1 to the Scots, but I would have expected at 1-1 that draw to be potentially vulnerable. So you could have laid the draw there. And the fact that it's neutral means that either team scoring helps you out. Expected goals. What is it and how I use it in my trading? You can have a look at that one as well. So these tutorials, I hope, will be of use to you. Bet and Go, I've unlisted the Bet and Go. It's for members only. I don't want to be giving away all my hard work and effort for free. The Bet and Go strategies are very, very promising. One of them is a back the 0-0 and the half-time score market strategy with a recommended Fibonacci staking. And the other one, possibility that we've got a one a day lay the draw strategy. But I say possibility because the sample is very small. So subscribing to the YouTube channel will just help or allow you to view these tutorial videos and allow you to get a look in when I do live streams as well. The e-letter every Friday. What have we covered in this week's e-letter? Well, of course, the international break has been covered in full. How to tackle it and how to make money from it. And also a mention of those free tutorials. There is a 14-day free trial at the moment if you'd like to take that out, with the Premier League football returning on the 19th of October. Be perfectly timed. So that's it from me today. It's an exciting Friday. We've got plenty of league football, and we've got very, very competitive African World Cup qualifiers. Nearly every single match of importance, bar Tunisia and those other sides who have already qualified. Have a great Friday. It's normally my day off. And if the rains, which you can hear in the background, if the rains stop, I will be getting on my little scooter, heading off to the lake to have a pint of Guinness. Of course, I'm only going to be drinking Guinness for its nutritional value. So I'm looking forward to that. Have a great day. And if you have any topics you'd like me to cover in a video, please get in touch. Either leave a comment below or email me. And if it's a topic that I can tackle, then I will do a video for you. Have a great Friday. It's normally my day off. You might not hear from me this evening, but you'll certainly be hearing from me tomorrow with English League 1, English League 2, the dominating lower tier leagues. And of course, the World Cup qualifiers are continuing in earnest. Have a great Friday.